I think it's very scoreable. Like you don't have to be afraid when you're out there playing. It's still kind of soft, so you can be quite aggressive at the pins, which I really like. So it will be interesting playing tomorrow and Friday, and hopefully it goes well.
And it went well last time you were here in Ohio. How have things changed since you secured that win at the Dana Open?
I feel like it hasn't changed at all. Obviously, I feel a bit more confident playing, the regular weeks now. Kind of just, you know, kind of shake off that win and still be able to perform after that without being too excited about it. I think that's always like a hard part. But I feel like there's so much, like many exciting tournaments coming up as well with, Asia Swing and Solheim. So everything is just on a good roll.
And you've played really well since your win at the Dana Open. What part of your game can you contribute that to, either mental or physical?
I think I'm pretty good at every week kind of reset and figure out how I'm feeling, how my game is feeling, and kind of adjust to that. My weeks do not look the same every week. They're very different in terms of practice round, practicing, just depending on what I feel would, get me the best results. So I think I'm quite good at just being like calm with that and not stress over the fact that things can change and it's fine.
Obviously, you were dominant on the LET the last couple of years, arguably. I mean, 5 wins or maybe 6 now. I'm not 100% certain. But what's the difference between winning on the LET and winning on the LPGA Tour?
I think the feeling's the same as like for me as a player. Like winning is always winning. It doesn't matter if it's on the LET or the LPGA. You always have to, play good to win. But I mean, obviously the competition is harder out here. It is more difficult. You need 4 like really solid rounds to win. There's more pressure on you. So like the whole mental aspect of it is like harder on you as a player, I'd say.
Being almost through, I know early this year was a little bit different, but now out here full time, I mean, being almost through your first real full season on tour, what's the energy level at? I mean, I know we got Solheim in a couple weeks, but how you feeling getting through this first full year? I know LET's a grind too, though.
Yeah, I feel good. This is the first time where I feel like maybe this week would have been nice to go home, but also, again, just kind of change the plan up a little bit, take it easier this week to kind of have that energy for the tournament days coming up. So, I mean, everything's a learning experience. I'm going to have more weeks like this in the future, so I just try to kind of go through it and see how I perform on a week like this.
Speaking of Solheim Cup rookie, playing on your first team, only a few rookies really on the European team this year, maybe just you and Maya if I'm not mistaken, but and Gemma, I guess. But how much are you just looking forward to that experience and playing for, obviously Norwegian, but fellow Scandinavian and Suzanne?
I'm super excited. I'm really excited about having Suzanne as my captain. I'm excited to have the team as we are. It's going to be great. I think everyone that I've talked to in the team are just on the same excitement level, which is nice. There's no one dragging the other ones down or pushing too hard for it. But right now we're really excited to go, and I think we all can feel like we're a strong, good team, and I think the energy all week is going to be great. I'm really looking forward to probably everything that goes on outside of the tournament, just like tournament or like team dinners and all that. It's going to be really fun.
There's a lot of Swedes, and we obviously know the prowess of Swedish golf. I mean, obviously Annika, Katrin Nilsmark, Liselott Neumann, but there's a lot of you on this Solheim Cup team this year. How much more fun does that make it? I know obviously Caroline is playing as well as Anna and Madeline and yourself and Maya. If there's someone I'm forgetting, I apologize. But having that big of a group of Swedes, does that kind of make it more fun for you guys? Does it feel kind of like national team days maybe a little bit more?
I mean, Maya's the only one I play national team kind of tournaments with. So I feel like it feels more like coming from Europe. I don't know, I think every generation of European players has played together or against each other for such a long time. So I feel like it's very natural for us to just become a team, regardless of we're Swedish or Spanish or whatever. And I just see them as Europeans, honestly. Yeah.
And then just finally for me, I know everyone's always going to be fun to play with, but is there one, and I'm hoping you're going to give the answer I want, but is there one particular person that you're really looking forward to maybe partnering up with or being teamed up with?
I think there's a few for sure. Obviously from the start, I know that Maya and I have a great record of playing together, and we know how we play in foursomes. But it would also be like so fun to kind of play with other players, and there's so many on this team that I would love to play with. So I'm not afraid to play with anyone else. I just think that it would be fun and a great experience.
I have one. Sorry. I'm just looking at the stats for you. You're like ranked in the top, like second in strokes gained off the tee. What makes you so good off the tee?
I hit it quite far, I guess, but for my distance, I hit it straight, like very straight. That's probably what I have to say about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you step up to the tee, what's more important to you? Is it distance or accuracy off the tee? And how do you practice both, I guess?
I guess I choose my holes. Like, I feel like that goes a lot into just the vibe of the hole, kind of. Some holes suits your eye better, and that's where you kind of put that extra gear on. But usually, like, hitting fairways are gonna be a benefit out there. So that is my goal, and to practice it, I try to whenever I'm on the range, because usually the range is like too wide to mimic a fairway. So I try to like make up my own fairways and do different targets and stuff, just like I would do wedges or anything else. Yeah.
Awesome.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. We can set that one off.